Lindsey Stirling. I can't believe I got to meet Lindsey Stirling, and she was there, and I was there, and we were together, and I got to talk to her, and then she got to talk to me, and it was so awesome. It just makes you want to go out and just silence. I've only been teaching myself for a month, and it's hard. It's not like the bass guitar. It's hard. It's hard. You don't even know. So this story is all about the Lindsey Stirling concert. I had been looking forward to this thing for months. I got my tickets. I got my VIP package. I had a nightmare about that VIP package. I had a dream that the Lindsey Stirling concert was going on without me. And I was crying in my dream, and I was so devastated. Oh, it was such a horrible, horrible nightmare, and I would not wish it upon anybody. Oh my goodness gracious. Whew. So I had been planning everything right down to my outfit, what I was going to say. I actually scripted it out, and I kept practicing it. Every day I would practice what I was going to say to myself. I'm here in my cubicle. He's like, oh, hi, Lindsey, yes. I just wanted to say you're awesome, blah, 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 blah. I had spent weeks working on some gifts for Lindsey. The first was a 1/6 scale. That's Barbie doll size for those of you who don't know what 1/6 scale is. 1/6 scale doll of Lindsey herself in her ballerina costume. And it was so cute. It was so cute. She came, she had a little miniature violin, and I packed her in a box that I designed specifically for her, and it was so cute. Oh my goodness gracious. And I also included some artwork that had been inspired by her music. So I had my gift ready for Lindsey, and I thought, I'm not going to be able to tell her everything I really want to tell her. So I decided to write her a letter and include it in her gift. So I wrote her a letter so that she could read it at her leisure. It's oh no. Oh no. Now everybody's going to be writing her letters, and she'll be caught under a mountain of mail. I'm sorry, Lindsey. So I got ready for the concert, and I was so excited, and I felt like I looked all cute and just awesome and everything, and I was just going to make an awesome impression. It wasn't until later I realized that I looked like such a dork. Who wears thigh-high socks in the middle of July? Who wears thigh-high socks after 1993? I could have just dressed like a hipster. At least like a hipster, I would actually look my age. Because, I mean, really, wait, what am I, 12? Velma would have looked better. And you know what? She probably did. And likely, hanging from the massive ceiling fan at track 29. I'm there extra early because I wanted to make sure that I got in line early, that I had my VIP package and everything that I needed early. Because heavens, this is your one chance that you get to meet like your favorite star ever. You got to be ready. You've got to be ready. And it's interesting how many different people that you get to meet at these concerts. It's kind of like conventions, except more intellectual. My first encounter was actually with a gentleman named Taylor, who I like to refer to as Olan Rogers Taylor. The man looks just like Olan Rogers. It's a Monday. There was Miss Kim, who was rocking out the cool street style. Later on, there was the other Taylor, who I like to call Flat Cap Taylor, who does a fantastic impression of the Doctor. So the VIPs get let in early. We do our early bird shopping. Then we get in line for a picture with Lindsey. And then she comes out. Oh, she was so cute and tiny. Actually, she was exactly the size I pictured her, which was kind of funny. And in fact, thinking about it now, if she had folded her arms and legs up, into a little ball, she probably could have fit into my just purchased tote. And I could have taken her home with me. I think there's enough room in here for Brooke, too. I could just see my husband now coming into the living room. Honey, why do you have Lindsey and her sister here? Archie, it's the Adopt a Stirling program. What? It's nothing. They just spend the night at random fans' houses while they go on tour. What? Don't worry about it. Go back to your Tropico. Lindsey's like the coolest person ever. I just have to say that right now. She's so warm and friendly, and she'll just come right up to you and hug you. And she hugged me. And it was great. Isn't it sad that I had spent the preceding weeks trying to think of a good question for the question and answer segment? I couldn't think of anything. Nothing at all. And so I went with my mom's suggestion of asking her about the challenges that she had to face, regarding her faith in the industry that she works in. It was a good question. It was nice, deep, and she gave some great answers. Then I come to find out we have to leave and come back in again with everybody else. What? But I'm gonna lose my spot! Come! And then the doors open to the public. We have our tickets ready and everything. Once we get checked, we are hastening back to the front. You can't run. You have to hasten. Running is dangerous. By that time, there was no space left at the front. But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. We were like one layer of people away from the front, and that's okay. I do remember a couple at the very front, Puerto Rican Jack Nicholson and his lady. No, really, he really did look like a Puerto Rican Jack Nicholson. And I remember this couple, not because he looked like a Puerto Rican Jack Nicholson, but because they spent a good portion of the concert smooching. No, seriously, they were just going at it. I mean, all kind of like no, they really were. Awkward. But the concert was just amazing. That girl moonwalked like a boss. I think she had more violins than she did costume changes. I mean, she even whipped out a bedazzled violin. Dancing. Pete and Steve-O. They were on point. Drew, Gavi, you guys rocked it. Oh, the light show. Oh, LED display. Oh, graphic perfection. Her set selection was amazing. Now, I will note at this point that when Shatter Me came up, which was, of course, the ending song of the night, of course, all us fans, we're going to sing the song, right? I don't consider myself to be as good as Lizzie Hale, but at least I can hit the notes, okay. So the song starts. Up here away in the dark, I see the stars through a mirror. And I open my mouth to sing. And as I was singing, somebody in the background. Up here away in the dark, I see the stars through a mirror. Who was that? As I continued to sing, my voice suddenly cracked, and I realized that strange alien voice, that monotone baritone, had come from me. You see, what I had forgotten was from the beginning of the concert to the end of the concert. I had been screaming and, cheering for Lindsey, did my share of crying. And I had lost my voice. But I kept singing. Because I love that song. And I kept singing all the way through the song. And when it got to the point where we all sang, Shatter Me, Shatter Me. But I kept singing. I didn't care. It was a fabulous concert, an amazing concert. Yes, wonderful set list. And then for the encore, my absolute most favorite song from her first album, Stars Align. She played it. My night was complete. You can tell we're all Stirlingites because even as we were all in the parking lot getting into our cars and, waiting on the traffic jam of concert attendees that were trying to get out of track 29, everybody was just blaring their various favorite Lindsey Stirling songs, and nobody had any qualms about that. It was fantastic. And of course, me going out there strutting my stuff. Yeah, I got to meet Lindsey Stirling and everything, listening to all this Lindsey Stirling music. I had my face covered in glitter from my glitter eyeliner, little bits of tissue from all the tissues I had used. It was a great night. Lindsey Stirling concert. Best concert I have ever been to in my life.